Oh yeah, welcome to the True Heel Heat NXT in your house 2021 Roundtable review. I am your boy Chris G, not with Mary Jane, but I am joined by my good brothers, the three-time baby making champion Ness, and the True Heel OG, the resident drunk guy, top guy JJ.
Damn,
how you
bro,
doing, guys?
No Mary Jane for this episode?
No. We're on monetization.
I know.
We're on monetization. You know,
all
I'm trying to take advantage.
Commercial shit.
Yes.
I'll drink my juice, which is not juice, but we'll have a great time.
Don't worry, you won't see her on camera, but she's around here. Ness, how you feeling today, brother?
I was feeling pretty good till we started watching this shit.
we starting off hot. JJ's
our
making
chat
the
was
drinks.
good, though. The chat was lit.
Oh yeah.
The chat was lit.
That's always the best part of the shows. Is just us talking amongst ourselves. But yeah.
Yes. We have a lot to get into on this pay-per-view. But before we get into it, we want to remind everybody at home, please like this video, hit those thumbs up, share this video with whatever social media you're on, fucking Tinder, Kinder, Banger, whatever you're on, just fucking share it. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell notifications for the True Heel Heat videos when
no
we drop.
OnlyFans yet?
OnlyFans, we're working on it. We're gonna call it Only Heels though, but we're working on it. And guys, we have super chats now. Drop those super chats. Let us know what you guys think. We will read those super chats, and then we will debate what you say. We might even cut your ass, so be careful what you send us because we're feeling it. We're feeling it after this NXT. I feel like calling it an NXT Plus special. Doesn't even feel like a fucking pay-per-view. But we're gonna jump straight into it. We're gonna go straight into the main event, the nitty-gritty of this. Basically, the match that this whole thing was built around, but is the fatal five-way match for the NXT Championship. We have Johnny Gargano taking on Kyle O'Reilly, taking on Pete Dunne, who came out icy with the white vest, with the white fur, looking like he was a bruiserweight Rick Ross. I like it. And versus Adam Cole, who has a new theme apparently after 6 weeks of his old but new theme, I guess, whatever you want to call it. This theme is better. Look at that, man, with the fur, the white fur.
My man Pete Dunne with the drip.
He is drippy. He came out drippy. And then we have the champion, of course, Karrion Kross, Adam Cole, baby, with the new theme, but Karrion Kross coming out to a champion's entrance, of course, with the beautiful Scarlet. Always a good sight to see. This match, Kross was dominating everyone in the first 7 to 8 minutes, I'd say. They finally take him out, and we had a lot of one-on-one in and out exchanges for this match in the middle of it, but a lot of good shit going on. All four challengers beating each other up at one point. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole going at it. They had a nice sequence. Kross finally back in after a little while because he took a lot of sleep breaks in this match. He did take a lot of sleep breaks, but when he came into this match, he did dominate. He did look strong. He did what he had to do, in my opinion. He takes out both Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole at one point. He kills Johnny Gargano on the apron. He's throwing people into the crowd, throwing them over the barricade. He just reckless abandonment at this point. Johnny Gargano goes into Johnny TakeOver mode eventually, starts hitting his spots. Kyle O'Reilly and Cole actually team up way too soon, but they team up to powerbomb Kross on the table. It doesn't break. It wasn't the Spanish announce table. Only the Spanish announce table breaks, but they put him on the English announce table, didn't break. Johnny Gargano with a double submission on Pete Dunne and Adam Cole, which was pretty nice. Pete Dunne and Kross had a nice exchange as well. But in the end, while Kyle O'Reilly gets a leg submission on Adam Cole, it looks like Adam Cole's about to tap out, but Kyle O'Reilly gets choked from behind from Kross. He's fading. He's trying to hold on for as much as he can, but he can't. And as he fades, Cole rolls out the ring. The ref calls it. Kross retains after about a 25 to 28-minute match, I would say. Good match, solid action. The pacing was good. Everybody got their shit in. Everybody looked good. Kross looks like a beast. He looked dominant. He did spend some time sleeping outside of the ring, but you know what? That's not his fault. That's WWE booking, unfortunately. And, they got their mission accomplished, I guess. I didn't see him winning. I think he's main roster ready already. But if he's going to keep being NXT champion, I'm here for it. I gave this match 4.25 stars. We're going to start off with top guy JJ. How'd you feel about this match?
This just gave us a bird's eye as to how good the main eventers are on NXT, because they recaptured our attentions. 2, they all had their moment. All 5 of them had their moments in this match. Everyone looked really good. Johnny put in some work. JBK put in some motherfucking work in this match. Pete Dunne came out drip. Kyle O'Reilly came out hot as ever. And Adam Cole came out he came out.
Shout out to our producer, Romeo Anthony Colon, backstage.
You know what's funny? Before the main event, this was the best part of NXT TakeOver, was these posts, by the way, because they literally had a rendition and basically an homage to the Click. So you got Indy Ramone there, you got Austin, Nash, and then you got JBK, and then you got HBK's dad there. So it was they had the best post prior. I mean, the show will get there, but this match was really, really good. Really great back and forth spots. The Pete Dunne was really, really awesome in this match. The moment where it looked like Pete Dunne was gonna have where he snapped Karrion Kross's fingers, and that was the best selling of the finger snapping I've seen in a long time, because even when he locked on the sleeper, his fingers looked distorted after a while too. Like he really sold that. This was one of Karrion Kross's best performances. They need to unscrew a couple of them screws and them tables, because them smacking on the table without the break, it kind of takes away from the effect of the table. Like they need to loosen it up a little bit. Karrion Kross is like 270 pounds. He should have broke that shit. If anybody was gonna break the table, it should have been Karrion Kross. I understand if it was like Pete Dunne that got slammed on it, but it's like biggest dude in the match by far, and that shit still held up. Like they put too much renovation into them tables. Them shits need to break.
Yo, especially you had 2 guys.
Them shits are not there to be held up. Them shits are not there to stand up like bricks. Them shits are made there to crack like eggs. So stop making them shits so goddamn strong. But I the last 15 minutes at least. The last 15 minutes was spot on. Like it was breakneck speed. A lot of great trade-offs. This was awesome. This will be the most attention we give to any match, because this match saved us. The joint, like he did this to pretty much everybody in the match. Like Pete Dunne really, really pulled off a main event performance tonight. Johnny Gargano is the professional professionals. He came out to work tonight in a fatal 5-way match that he knew he wasn't going to win for sure. And Karrion Kross looked strong. He looked strong. This was a great performance by all. I'll give this match 4.5 stars. This match was really, really good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with 4.5 stars is a good rating too, because everything in this match was cool. On the True Heel Heat IG poll, we had 84% of you people picking Karrion Kross, which was the good pick. 8% picked Johnny Gargano. Why not? And 8% just happened to smoke some crack and picked Samoa Joe.
That's trolls. That's trolls, obviously. Come on, man. Like
what? I want to know what report they said they're going to make this fatal 6-way.
These are trolls. That has nothing to do with.
I want to know why when he was.
This is why we don't make open option polls on Facebook anymore. This is
why.
I
knew y'all. When y'all said type something, I was like, yeah, y'all fucked up with that. Y'all said type something. I was like, yeah, y'all fucked up. I'm surprised I didn't see Kenny Omega or Pac in that shit or something.
Samoa Joe, 3-time baby making champion. Ness, before we get what you have to say. The Negro Buck says, I wouldn't say it saved the show, but it was a good match. Love the storytelling, and it made Kross look pretty strong. I agree with that one. I think I would say it kind of saved.
If this match didn't happen, this would have been the worst takeover ever, and it wouldn't even have been close. This is at least in parallel with some of the mediocre takeovers. This match saved this shit.
Yeah, I agree. 3-time baby making champion Ness. What are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I gave this match 4 1/4. Just like you guys said, everything seemed to work. Everybody got their spots in. Everybody looked strong. I like the finish because there's only like one true baby face in this whole match, that being Kyle O'Reilly. So now he has that the baby face sympathy to go along with, not giving up, looking strong as the finish of the match. So they're probably just going to move into Kross versus Kyle. Or who knows? They might throw Adam Cole in there as well. But yeah, I'm just ready to see where they go from here on. Like I said, everybody looked great. As much shit as I give Karrion Kross, he did fairly decent. I'm not gonna give him too much praise, but he did all right in this match too. But he was in there with 4 world class, top tier talent. So I was expecting this to be 4+ stars anyway. So 4 1/4.
Yeah, anything 4 and above, I think, is a perfect rating for this because it got its job done. It accomplished what they needed to do. If Kross was going to be the winner, it made Kross look strong. Everybody else in the match did their job. Everybody else looked good, and they put on the best show of the match. Spoiler alert. Heel Steven in the comments says they need to get the fuck out of the council. What is it? Council Wrestling Center?
Because yes,
Capital.
absolutely. But to kind of like second what you guys were saying about that match, what Karrion Kross's performance, Ness, I feel like that was the best he could have done, because in Karrion Kross's wrestling style, his moves are literally at the expense of so much talent. So if he would have came in there obliterating everyone, he would have made everyone look weak in dominating and winning this match. The fact that he got knocked out numerous times and came in, out, and out, it kept everyone at a top tier level. And he came in with the sudden finish and the sudden ending. Because if he would have just came in and straight wiping house and cleaning up everybody would have looked weak and everybody been like, what the fuck? Like everybody would just push for this reason. And he just shot them all down. Now who the hell is next in line? Now you got multiple guys. You got multiple guys that you can still have chasing Karrion Kross around for the NXT Championship, because clearly they're keeping all of these guys around. So this was a good finish to keep everybody involved. Because Johnny didn't lose, Pete Dunne looked like a damn stud, and Adam Cole didn't tap out. He was never going to tap out, according to Adam Cole. You already know that's coming.
Yeah.
So I like the finish. The finish was solid, beautiful finish.
Yeah.
Yes. So a nice way to cap off the night. But we're not finished. We have to go into the rest of the card. Before we get into that, we have a comment from the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson. I'm still pretty iffy on Karrion Kross, but this was probably my favorite performance of his. Took just as much offense as he dished out. Listen, I understand. I've been a Kross fan since previous promotions, so I understand if it's taken a little time for other fans to get accustomed to his style. But the fact that he keeps on putting on performances that are better than his previous performance, it's a plus. I'll take that. I think
Kross's biggest knock since he's been in NXT is just his lack of selling to other performers. So like the fact that he's just been washing everyone, it just didn't seem like, all right, you can have a trade-off match with anybody. So he just cleaning house. Like what he did to Tommaso Ciampa left a sour taste in people's mouths. It's like, yo, two. Stu was an NXT champion. You beat him in like 90 seconds.
that's also not completely on him though. That's also
how
he's being booked.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man.
So that's why we need
WWE booking for how many years now?
Too fucking long at this point. This is at a point where I'd rather watch the Mets get smacked 8-1 than watch Monday Night Raw.
But then, you still got to have the explanation for the WWE apologists out there. That's like, oh my God, if the guys that he was fighting were better, they would probably get more moves in, It's not how they're booked. It's also how they perform.
Yeah. Take your apologies and shove them. We started off the event with Naomi Fox. I have no idea who this is. And she was lip syncing. I don't know. I'm not an expert on concerts and shit like that, but it looked to me like she was lip syncing. But she lip synced the In Your House theme. And then we have Todd Pettengill returning to host this event. So we'll be seeing him throughout the night. We had a nice little set, of course, the nice little screen in the background. Todd Pettengill with some chinchilla pubes on his chin, and I mean, bro, I don't know what the fuck was that on his chin. That's what it looked like. Some foreign animal's pubes. Took some gorilla glue and just whoop. But yeah, the performance and all that. I don't know, it didn't do it for me, but I'm actually glad to see Todd Pettengill back. He's just synonymous with In Your House, right? We're starting off this night with MSK and Bronson Reed going up against the Legado de Fantasma. I don't even know at this point. I just call him Legado. And it's all titles on the line. Tag team titles, North American Championship. Raul and Lee start this match with some nice counters. This match started off 0 to 100 like in no time. And I was here for it. Joaquin Wilde and Nash Carter had a nice exchange next. Santos comes in but doesn't want Reed. He wants Carter. Carter tags in Reed. Santos says, fuck this. I'm going back into the corner. Tags in Raul Mendoza, who looks like he didn't want to go, but they put him in. Bronson Reed throws him around. We get a nice sequence with some dives outside where eventually it leads to Bronson Reed taking everybody out with a suicide dive. It was pretty cool. Reed with a nice double Samoan drop on Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. Wesley with a nice running flip over the ropes to break up a pin after a nice double team on forgot who it was. One of the tag team champions. But Santos grabs the title. Looks like he's about to use it on somebody. He screams. He lets out the yell of rage. Yeah! And out of nowhere comes Bronson Reed to fucking demolish him through the barricade and the glass. They beat up the rest of the Legado. He hits the tsunami splash for 1, 2, 3. I give this match 2 3/4 stars. It turned up, had some nice spots. But I honestly think it had the potential to be a lot better. Not a fan of the outcome, obviously, because I'm such a fucking Legado mark. But it is what it is. 2 3/4 stars. That's what they get from me. Ness, we'll start with you. How'd you feel about this match?
I like this match. Honestly, there was only 2 matches on this card, in my opinion. Maybe, possibly 3. This was definitely one of them. Great opener. A lot of high-flying, fast-paced, back-and-forth action. And then you got Bronson Reed. You know, he brought the power. He brought a little bit of high-flying himself, actually, with the suicide dive and the tsunami splash off the top rope. But, yeah, I was here for it. It was like a car crash. I wasn't a fan of the finish either because I'm also a Legado del Fantasma mark. I thought it was too soon to have Santos Escobar in this the North American title picture because I knew he wasn't getting it. But, you know, whatever to make Bronson Reed look strong. You know, he's a fighting champion, so I get it. MSK, they're fighting champions, fighting tag team champions. But overall, I think it was a good way to start the show off, in my opinion. I liked it a little bit more than Chris G. I gave it 3 1/4 stars.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, it was a decent opener, but I just thought it had so much potential to be better. And the fact that
I do. I agree.
The fact that Santos didn't take the full, I think they can keep this storyline going where eventually Santos could take the title from Bronson Reed. Or that's just my hope, at least. He didn't take the full. It gives him claim to be like, hey, I'm not the one that got pinned. You still got to give me another shot. But you know, we'll catch that on NX3. Cheap plug. But Top Guy, how'd you feel about this match?
Fun little match. I mean, I think the standard with TakeOver openers is kind of up there, and I don't think it lived up to that billing of literally it being the bar setter for TakeOver. If this would have opened up Tuesday night, this would have been perfectly fine. but it just didn't do as much. Like, it was a fun little match. Like, it was a nice little match, nice little spots here. We seen the Brunson and shit. Like, it feels like I've seen it like 7-8 times already, with him smashing Santos into the railing. This time he actually just knocked the whole shit down. I mean, it was a very predictable finish, so it's not. I don't think that, to me, it was something that was, oh my god, like, I'm so mad that they didn't take the straps. I mean, even the voters actually, they seem to, kind of know a little bit better on this one here. This was just a fun little opener. Just obviously, you're not going to take the belts off of MSK yet. That's why I feel like this match was protected for MSK. They're way too high on MSK right now to really remove the straps from them. I think the jury is still out on Bronson Reed, but MSK is way too hot right now to have Bronson Reed be the reason they lose their titles. So, very predictable finish. I love MSK, by the way. MSK they've been killing it ever since they've arrived. But 3 stars. I say three stars for me. Fun little opener, but nothing special, nothing to write home about.
Quick question, top guy. How do you feel about Bronson Reed? Because apparently I'm the worst person in the world because I'm not the biggest Bronson Reed fan.
Neither am I, though. Neither am I.
Bronson Reed isn't bad. It's like, he's not bad. He's not great. He's literally just a guy. Like, he's a big presence. He's a good look. But it kind of just stops there. Like, he's right. I think he's right where he belongs. He's right in the upper mid card picture. He's right where he belongs. I guess to be sold on him a little bit more, he probably needs to talk a little bit more. But it's kind of like the more he talks, the less people believe him, because he's such a good guy when he speaks. Like, he's way too soft spoken. He's way too good of a guy. Like, he's way too good. Like, he needs a little bit more oomph in what he says, because his chats are just too casual. It's just kind of like me and you sitting down having a drink, and he's just chatting it up. He's not a character at all, even though he's a colossal Bronson Reed. He's just a guy, a big guy, but he's just a guy.
Yeah, I feel like he's good, but they try to present him as special, and I just don't see the special in him. So it just brings it down a little bit, because if they didn't hype him up to be like this big deal and just let him be like what he is now, I mean, I probably feel different.
What's odd is that he's the living case of he is not living up to the production that they're trying to make for him. He's not living up to their production. Like, they're trying to produce him to be this special person, but he isn't living up to it. They gave him the look. They gave him the Tron. They gave him the symbol. They gave him he's like one of the guys that's like, okay, they actually hit him on the head. They hit him on the head. They hit it on the head with him. But he is not pushing that character through your screen to make you feel like, yeah, I fucks with Bronson Reed. He hasn't just lived up to the billing yet. Jury's still out. That's why I said the jury's still out. No one's unsold or no one is sold on him. He's just he just needs something more personal. Something more personal needs to happen for him on NXT, because everything is strictly wrestling based, and he nobody is seeing who he is yet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hit the nail on the head.
SP3 putting in his rating early, 7.5 out of 10. True heel heat. You guys are killing me with this Bronson Reed slander. He is knocking out of the park. That sounds like a Romeo Anthony Colon comment.
That sounds like either Romeo or SP, and that is clearly fine. That's an opinion. That's why you're either sold on him or you're not. You got two guys up top that is not sold on him. You got one that's in the middle. The jury is still fucking out.
The jury is out on Bronson Reed. We will see it. Hopefully soon we'll see something that makes him feel more important, or not. I guess we'll find out.
So even during the Bronson Reed explanation, the baby making chant left.
Mercedes Martinez is taking on Xia Li next. They show a little package about their history. Xia Li losing. Todd Pettengill puts the fucking tape in the VCR. Made me feel like I was 7 years old again. And we get the tape of Mercedes Martinez beating Xia Li at the Mae Young Classic 4 years ago. This is the rematch. Decent match, a little slow for me. Xia Li looking fire. She kicked the shit out of the post at one point where she was trying to go for Mercedes. On the IG poll, 57% of you picked Mercedes Martinez and the other 43% picked Xia Li. She starts selling the knee. Her leg is killing her after that. After Mercedes moves out the way and she kicks the post. Some nice power moves by Mercedes. Xia counters the power move at the end, though, and hits a nice spinning kick for the win. This match, I don't know, just didn't do it for me. I thought it could have been better. You got Boa in the back looking like a fucking Total Recall extra. He got the shades on. He don't say nothing. He looks like he's going to get shot in the first scene. Xia Li, I mean, they try to put on a good match, but I don't know. There's something about it that felt off. I only gave this 2.25 stars. At the end, Xia Li asks for a chair. Who asks for a chair? Yeah, she asks for a chair. She tries to take out Mercedes. What the fuck am I looking at? What happened? Because I messed up my notes, apparently. Oh, Mei Ying. Mei Ying comes in. Mei Young. She finally comes. She stands up. Mei Young.
I wish Mei Young would have came in there. This would have been way fucking more entertaining than this shit.
Oh, Mei Young would have gave it a Bronco Buster. It would have been classic. But yes, Mei Ying stands up. She finally goes toe-to-toe with Mercedes. She throws her around into fucking glass in the barricade. She chokes her out. She doesn't even look as big as Mercedes, but she has this like supernatural power. Mercedes is selling it around, flopping it around for her. Mercedes ain't scared of her, but she got beat the fuck up. Before this, she beats down. That's what I was getting at. Before this, she beats down Xia with a chair. But yeah, Mei Ying finally stands up and starts putting in that work. I don't know what to think of this. I don't know. I'm not into this Mei Ying character. I'd rather see Xia Li. She's throwing her Mercedes around like she's a fucking Resident Evil zombie. I can't get behind it, man. It's disturbing me. Zombies and wrestling just really don't mix for me. And I love both. It's the crazy part about it. They just
do you really?
You don't like WWE's version?
Do you really?
No, I don't. I'm a Lucha Underground zombie guy. I'm not a fucking WWE zombie guy. You know, it's different. It's a different vibe. We'll start with Top Guy. How'd you feel about this?
I'm almost with you on the trying to figure out if I'm feeling this dynamic or not. I'm definitely not feeling the dude in this situation right here. He just needs to somehow disappear off screen. Like he just needs to be gone. I don't know how. I don't know what way. Somebody needs to just either do some TV magic and jump him from behind and knock him. He just needs to be out of this picture altogether. He needs to be gone. I just needed to be Xia Li and Mia Ying, or I'm a butcher that shit. Mei Ying. I'm a butcher that shit. As far as the match is concerned, yeah, it was kind of underwhelming. But I wasn't looking forward to this match to begin with. So if anybody was looking forward to this match, you already disappointed yourself because there was no reason for you to be looking forward to this match. There was no reason for you to be looking forward to this. But they worked hard. I just felt like everything was too long. Everything was too long. The match was too long. The standoff was too long. The counteraction was too long. Everything just bled out. It didn't mean nothing. Why did it take so long? Why'd y'all make it so dramatic and suspenseful when I don't even really care about it? That standoff was for 60 seconds. Who the fuck needs a 60-second standoff between Maya Ying and Mercedes Martinez?
Mei Ying.
Maya
Angelou.
Who needs the 60-second standoff? Who needs it? And Mercedes, she's a consummate pro. The way she flung herself around that stage, the way she's throwing herself, she's throwing herself. She's a consummate pro. The best thing about the entire match was their outfits. I was literally sitting there staring at that leg tattoo the entire match. I was looking at that, that tattoo is fire. That leg tattoo is fire.
Definitely caught myself saying that at one point. Jason Michael Campbell with the comment, all in all, it was a good pay-per-view. The match, that last one, turned out to be better than expected. I was bummed out that Mercedes Martinez lost. Yeah, I get the Mercedes part. I don't know about the good pay-per-view one, but yeah, that match.
He's a WWE apologist, man. You gotta break shit down there sometimes, man.
True Heel Heat. This is still better than the Supernatural.
Okay, yes. Everything is better than that fucking Supernatural shit on Raw.
I'm snapping at the darling. Oh yeah. We gotta put that on the shirt.
I don't understand what was worse, either the doll in the mirror or the zombie apocalypse at WrestleMania Backlash.
I'm going with the zombie apocalypse, but that's just my take.
I'm going with doll in the mirror. Like, it's like how can you top shit? You make it shittier.
True Heel SP3 ladder match, and Ember and Raquel were solid, but Grimes losing and the cold Zaya Mercedes killed the crowd. Yeah, it killed the crowd. All 67 people. Ness,
that's the
sold out.
Sold out.
I definitely agree to that, but honestly, dude, you shouldn't be dead to a 2-hour show. This shit is like
to a takeover,
2 hours,
period.
bro. Like, we done. Have some motherfucking 5-hour energy. Drink some fucking Zoa energy.
Drink some Zoa, yeah.
Drink some motherfucking Zoa. Get some Zoa in y'all system, yo. We survived WrestleMania. WrestleMania was 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. This shit is 2 hours. Y'all need to be up for them 2 hours. 2 hours? Be grateful. Fuck.
Heel Steven, this show was a miss. I agree. Listen, I did WrestleMania in MetLife, the recent one. I started tailgating and drinking liquor at 10 in the morning, and I survived the pre-show, the whole show, without falling asleep, including the ride home, and even barbecuing after the fucking event. And you guys falling asleep in a 2.5-hour show? Come on, man. Jason Michael Campbell. Come on, man.
Come on.
The last match was too predictable, so was the 6-man tag. Well, yeah.
The whole show was pretty much. Yeah, the whole show was pretty much predictable.
I mean, we still want to enjoy it.
Yeah. It's hard at this point. 3-time baby making champ.
Non-enjoyable.
Ness, what are your thoughts on this match?
2.25. It is what it is.
Shit, I didn't even rate it.
Xylee and Mercedes Martinez. It was what it was. Is like exactly what I expected it to be. I didn't expect it to be longer than it should have been. It definitely went way too long. The whole shit after with the chick from the ring, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And it sucks because I don't watch Raw or SmackDown religiously or like barely at all. I might catch it, but NXT isn't like or wasn't like or shouldn't be like Raw or SmackDown. Like there's no need for supernatural beings on NXT, like anything like that. Like I get larger than life characters, just like extremely charismatic, but there's no need for a fucking 1,000-year-old demon. Like come on, man. This shit is goofy.
She felt like Rick Steiner.
I want to know who it is. That's another thing. I wonder who it is.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. She might be in the ring in the match sooner rather than.
Can I say this? No, I can't say this.
I go 2 stars. I give this match 2 stars. I didn't rate it. I give it 2 stars. This match gets 2 stars for me.
2 stars. That's good enough. We're gonna move on to the next match, which is the ladder match for the $1 million championship. We get a sweet promo from Ted DiBiase before the match, in the pre-show and before the match, making the $1 million championship feel big. It was a good promo. They wanted to make it feel like an important title. Like this is not just like a gimmick title. It's going to be an actual title. And we get Cameron Grimes to the moon versus LA Knight. To the moon. Grimes tells Knight to kiss his grits. Knight tried to commit murder and drop a ladder on Grimes to the outside. They have a nice What the? Sweet Lord. This
LA
is
Virgil.
what this comes from. LA Virgil. Virgil Knight.
LA
Virgil Knight.
Virgil Knight sounds like a pastor in
Virgil
Atlanta.
Knights. It just sounds like a bad video game.
Oh, man. With the shitty music too.
Oh man.
I'm definitely not getting that DLC.
Nope, absolutely not. They have a nice ladder fight or joust, whatever you want to call it. They take turns throwing each other through into the glass and barricade. This dumbass, Cameron Grimes, as much as I love him, had LA Knight down on a ladder on the outside, but he wanted to climb the golden ladder.
I want to get
Which
the
was on the stage.
golden one.
And he did the laugh too. Like the laugh alone, you could have just
The
climbed up
point
like
to the
you're-
golden ladder that got no pop, like the golden one.
Because everybody knows it's not gold. It's just spray on gold. That's the type of shit you put on a BMX bike after you steal it in the hood. Just to make it look pretty. Oh yeah, no, they won't know I stole this.
That's that
fucking
shit
bike
you get from the
It's gold.
motherfucking the superstore WrestleMania week. You
Yes.
get that shit from the side.
Yeah, and paint it on your fucking shitty robes to feel like gold dust.
Shit
Yeah.
you buy that you don't even know how the fuck you gonna get it home.
They beat each other down with the ladder though. A couple cool spots. They also had a couple good spots where like they really try to hit each other hard with the ladder, and they had to move out the way, but they made it look good. Knight gets pinned in between the ladder and the barricade at one point. We get a nice spot with Cameron Grimes. He gets whipped into the ladder on the outside, and he's climbing to the top. LA Knight tries to take out the ladder, but he gets to the fixture and hits a nice cross body on LA Knight. True heel heat, IG poll 55%. You pick Cameron Grimes, and the other 45% pick LA Knight. This shit was split down the middle. I think a lot of people were feeling like that. I was definitely feeling like that. I went with Grimes. But eventually, we get Cameron Grimes climbing the golden ladder. He almost grabs the case with the $1 million title, but Knight flips the ladder and Grimes crashes onto a ladder onto the outside stage. LA Knight pulls down the briefcase. He gets the win. I gave this 3 1/4 stars. I enjoyed the match, honestly. It probably deserves more, but I really wanted Cameron Grimes to win. I mean, this fucking whole feud, this whole title shit, I think everything around this whole money $1 million should be revolved around Cameron Grimes, and he should have just won this match. I like LA Knight. I'm not going to be mad that he won, but that's the only miss I have from this. Other than that, it was a solid ladder match. 3 1/4 stars. Ness, start with you. How'd you feel about this?
I gave this match 3 stars. I enjoyed it for what it was. I chose Grimes to win when I knew that it was going to be for LA Knight. I said this on NX3, how the whole $1 million man gimmick, of course, is dope with Cameron Grimes, because he's doing, today's version of money, quote unquote, with the Dogecoin to the moon, all that shit. But he doesn't have like that assholeness in him that LA Knight does. He kind of resembles the $1 million man with his run doing all the dickhead shit for money. So it kind of just made sense, but I am kind of bummed out that Cameron Grimes didn't win. I think he would have had a nice little run with it, made it his own. But who says that he can't get it down the line? Yeah, 3 stars.
Oh, this feud's not over.
No, definitely not.
Top guy, how'd you feel?
Call me petty. I'm giving this match 2 stars.
Ooh.
Call me motherfucking petty. First of all, I didn't like none of that. Why the fuck is a belt in a fucking
briefcase? I didn't like that shit either.
It's a belt for fuck's sakes? The shit got hoops. You could have fit the shit on a mother. Like what the fuck was that about? Like was this like the golden compass that no one could touch?
It was for the presentation afterwards.
What the fuck ever? I've seen the unified WWE World Heavyweight Champions put on a fucking hanger, okay? On a fucking hanger, the 2 most prestigious titles in the business, but you put this shit in some clear box or whatever the fuck this shit was, and then the wrong fucking guy won. Like, I don't want to see this shit carry on until August. Why the fuck do I need to see this until August? We know who the $1 million champion needs to be. Like, what the fuck? Why does Cameron Grimes have to grind for a belt that no one asked for? No one asked for this title.
That's a good fucking statement right there.
Why does he have to grind for this? Why does this have to take him multiple months in a long-ass, dragged-out feud that no one asked for? I'm sorry. Like, the match was okay. Like, there was some decent spots in there. Yes, there was some decent spots in there. Ladder matches, yes, you're gonna have some good spots in there. Like that spot that Cameron took at the end was fucking brutal. Like, that shit was crazy. Even the one that Knight took, where he should have pretty much split the ladder in half, but I think he basically hit the apron and cracked it. But it was a solid match. But like, come the fuck on, man! Like, all this unnecessary shit, man. Just so y'all could drag out some nonsensical story until fucking SummerSlam week that no one gives a fuck about. Call me petty. I don't give a shit. This shit get 2 stars.
Hold on, I take a quarter off. I'm taking a quarter off for that stupid ass box that they were holding over the ring, because I hated that shit too. I'm glad Top Guy said something about that. I thought that was a dumb ass. That was stupid.
Yo, thank you, Negro Buck. Like,
yeah, definitely unnecessary.
Come on, man.
Definitely unnecessary.
Like, y'all just they try to make everything feel like it is for the world title. Like, like, chill, man.
Yeah, I think a little too much with the briefcase for sure. Definitely the wrong guy won, man. That's just my biggest takeaway. The wrong guy won. The wrong motherfucking guy won. Should have gave it to the guy that deserved it the most. Before we get into the women's match, just a few things to mention. Hit Row comes out and plugs their merch. It was that. Couple of interviews. Todd Pettengill playing Karate Fighters with Dexter Lumis. He asks him, how's it going with the women? Lumis crushes his fighter in rage and walks away. I'm not going to lie. Somebody got to get this guy a fucking PS5 or at least a PS1. I ain't seen a Karate Fighter since the early 90s. But that was, that was cool. That was a nice little throwback. Oh, we got a comment from True Heel Heat Wrestling. What a damn disgrace! This ruined the show. It was hard to get hyped about anything after. Heels won everything after the opener. That is true. Sometimes, and then the wrong heels won.
I don't have a problem with a heel night. I just have a problem with the placement of how they won.
Hold on. JMC with I can't bring myself to root for a babyface Cameron Grimes. The guy sucks. Listen.
Okay.
He is one of the most entertaining.
You're taking this shit way too fucking far. Way too fucking far. Like, the guy, all right, he might not be your taste, but he sucks.
Yeah,
dude. First of all, you need to change your profile pic. That Triple H Mount Rushmore shit, that shit old. Change that shit. You gonna sit here and cut Cameron Grimes for no fucking reason. Cameron Grimes is one of the most entertaining fucking things on NXT.
And your favorite wrestler thinks so.
Just because the bookers on NXT don't know what the fuck to do with him, this doesn't make him any worse. Like, he had some of the funniest segments for the entire fucking last 2 months, and then they kill him with this bullshit with LA Knight.
For the last 2 years, year and a half since we've been
Cameron Grimes,
since he's been on TV,
legit.
He's been great. Yes, he's been great. Finally, we got Ember Moon taking on Raquel Gonzalez for the women's title. This match started slow, but it got better as it went on. Dakota interfered a few times. She makes a save and puts the foot on the rope after Ember Moon hits the second eclipse on Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi returns to attack Dakota on the outside. They beat each other up for a little bit. They go to the back. Raquel counters with another eclipse. There's a second eclipse. Raquel counters. She hits the one-arm powerbomb, or as it's supposedly called,
come on, say it correctly.
The Chingona bombs. That's the only way you could. That's the way you got to say it like that.
They never called it that shit till after the match.
Chingona bomb.
You think Wade fucking Barrett can pronounce Chingona?
Hell no.
No, man. Hell no. Beth Bailey was able to say that shit. Vic definitely. I'm not gonna say Chingona.
Wade Barrett called that shit the Chingana bomb.
Yeah.
He'll pronounce it as it's spelled.
I'm trying to think how a British person would say it. You'd be like, Chingona.
It's Chingana in it.
Chingona. Chingona, ain't it?
Chingana in it.
We love our UK people. We really do, man. I've got shit faced with a couple
absolutely.
UK guys, but that's neither here nor there. But this match, kind of slow for me. It turned up towards the end, but for the most part, it's just like could have been. I guess it could have been better, or this is just how they book Raquel. I don't know what to think anymore. I give this 2.5 stars. On the IG poll, you guys, 95% of you picked Raquel Gonzalez, and the other 5% smoked crack and picked Ember Moon. Because, come on. Fun fact, that ref right there, I believe, is Leon Ruff's wife. And that's a nice little stretch. Some 5% real hardcore drug addict.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't know what's funnier, that statement or that people actually picked Ember Moon to actually win this match. That's crazy.
Which statement? The one that the ref is Leon Ruff's wife?
No, that you're you're saying they smoked crack. I'm like, yeah, they probably had to. Like, how the fuck did you think that Ember Moon was going to win the NXT Women's title?
I'm just going to assume shit like that. Look at her face. Yeah! She looks hyped. Top Guy, we'll start with you. How'd you feel about this match?
I feel this match was a victim of going after the shit that we just watched. Like this match just had terrible placement. Like, I feel like these two women actually worked pretty decently. I feel like Ember actually did a solid job in this match. Like, she actually, there was no point that I thought she was going to win, but she actually gave Raquel a pretty decent match. Like, it was a nice back and forth between the two. It just fell so flat because we just watched two stinkers. Two complete stinkers. And it's kind of, they didn't do enough to get everybody back involved. So it kind of fell flat to the audience as well. It was you can't do a 3-star match after seeing two basic duds. It's like you can't do it. It's like it's hard to do that. So I gave the match 3 stars. Like, I thought it was some solid work between the two. I thought Ember looked pretty decent. Raquel did her job. She gave Ember enough. She let him, enough offense for Ember Moon, and they prevailed at the end. Nothing to write home about. Again, nice little match here. Solid. It was okay. I was like, 3 stars. Like, they did okay, but it just followed. The shit that it followed is hard.
Yeah, just bad pace, man. Yeah, I thought that match was way too predictable as well from Jason Michael Campbell. This guy's predicting everything. He got a crystal fucking ball. Or maybe it's just WWE.
I'm pretty sure he watches True Hill Heat. I mean, everybody knows, and even the roundtable prediction or the NXT the prediction of this, everybody knows Raquel was going to win.
Yeah.
It's just, are we going to get a good match out of it? You can get a good match when it's predictable.
It wasn't a bad match. I just felt it was like a little suspect. I've never owned a PlayStation. I was talking about Todd Pettingill, not you. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're missing out. You missed out on
a lot of fun if you never owned any system.
If you have an iPhone, send it to me for $40. I'll put PS1 games on. We're not supposed to share that on the air. That's that's an illicit business.
Links in the inbox only, not in the description below.
In the DMs, not on live YouTube. But yes, that is the event. That was in your house. We're gonna put our thumbs out, and then we're gonna rate this shit.
But you see what happened? Do you see what happened? The abrupt finish. Do you see what just happened? That shit fell victim to placement. Like, you ran out of matches to talk about. And that was it. And then this scumbag cries.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go.
How do you not cover this part? How do you not cover this sad shit?
we gotta go to Ness. We gotta get Ness.
Oh shit.
We gotta get Ness's thoughts first. We'll get Ness's thoughts on the match, and then we'll catch Regal's sad ass. We'll see what happens with him. But yes, Ness, how'd you feel?
I gave this match 3 stars. It was what it was. It did exactly what I expected it to do. Predictability who didn't know Raquel was winning. If you didn't, then you're just fucking stupid. I'm surprised people. How much percent was it? 5?
Five. That looks like either 1 or 2 people picked Ember Moon.
Or they're both of them are fucking stupid. But yeah, it did exactly what it, and they showed up. They had a decent match. You know, I really can't complain about the match. It was decent. You know, I just wasn't really sold on the feud to begin with. But they showed up. They did their thing.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was decent.
It felt flat. It just felt flat. I guess part of it was the crowd. Part of it was
the crowd
the
sucked.
other 2 piece of shit matches.
Yo, the placement, bro, like that shit.
Before we put our thumbs out and give our ratings, though, we got to talk about William Regal, man. Just all over this episode, breaking up fights between we had Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano in the parking lot. We had backstage Pete Dunne and Karrion Kross trying to go at it. That's a clear cell. We put an eye drop.
Is that one of them eye drops? Like, is that a like?
No, I smoked enough weed in my youth. You know, I go home and have to put in the clear cell and miss a few times and know what a fake teardrop looks like. Nick Jackson, my man, Regal needs a vacation, dog. He needs more than a vacation. He might be asking for that severance pay after this. He said it's time for a change. Yes, he said it's time for a change. And I guess we'll find out what that change is on Wednesday. This is the most carnage, the most out of control he's ever seen NXT in the last 7 years.
Delete that whole comment. Though.
Todd Pettingill. The people that you're hearing, I would block them immediately.
I would delete that.
I would tell them to lay off the drugs and call for rehab.
Yeah.
Todd Pettingill, general manager. Might be Shawn Michaels. Somebody suggested Shawn Michaels in the chat.
I'm not gonna hold you, and this because I'm high. I thought about Todd Pettingill too, but I'm like, no, he's not that fucking important. They wouldn't do that shit. But
Shawn Michaels, Jesus Christ, Todd Pettingill, absolutely not. Please not. Shawn Michaels at this point.
Please, for the love of anything that
he went from looking like he used to be the sexy boy, the boy toy, man. He looks like a Red Dead Redemption fucking character now. One of those OGs.
He a grown, he an old ass man now. I wouldn't expect him to looking like the sexy.
Well, after that documentary, you know why he's not.
And Ness, whoever you got that bud from, don't buy from that person anymore. I got you
that's good.
About Todd Pettingill.
That's great.
Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson, maybe Samoa Joe.
That shit fucking up your brain cells.
That's the good week. That's the greatest.
I know. I get it. I mean, come on, man. That shit can't make you dumb. That shit needs to make you smart dumb.
The Negro Buck. Smart. The Negro Buck with a good suggestion. Maybe Samoa Joe.
I need Samoa Joe in the ring, man.
Me too.
But he might not.
Maybe he'll be Regal's enforcer. Maybe he'll be Regal's enforcer. Maybe Regal will still be GM. He could be his
anything is better than Todd fucking Pettingill.
Yeah. Not with that fucking ferret ball hair on his chin. Jason Michael Campbell, I'm hoping Hell in a Cell will be much better than this event, but I highly doubt it. Actually, you got a Roman match in there with Rey Mysterio where they could do a lot of things.
And I think anything will be better than this shit.
I think this is going to be the death of Rey Mysterio. That's for another show.
Somebody gonna die tonight.
That's for another show, but
yes, that's for another roundtable.
Remember that Superman comic from back in the days where you got the black and red plastic cover, where you had held onto the plastic for all them years because that shit was exclusive. This might be the death of Rey Mysterio.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a few more matches after this. But I guess we'll find out.
We can't have any more matches after this to death.
Yeah. Unless you're the Undertaker, he died a few times. But that was I don't know even what to say about this pay-per-view. We're gonna put our thumbs up, and then we're gonna give our 1 to 10 rating. We're gonna That's it. He already put the thumbs in the middle.
Bro, ain't no suspense here, yo.
That's it. He don't even want to wait.
suspense
Top
here.
guy got the thumbs down. I'm keeping the
Ain't
thumbs
no
in the middle.
suspense.
I'm in the middle.
Ness is in the middle as well.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 6 out of 10.
One match ain't saving it for me, yo. One match.
Well, that's the reason why I give it a 6 out of 10, because that one match saved it. But why are you giving it a thumbs down? And what's
I'm giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 5. This was definitely a 5 out of 10 pay-per-view. That match was responsible for 4 of the points. For 3.5 of the points. 3.5 of the points. Every other thing got like I would say like the opener got like a half, and then the other two, every other thing got a half. And that Xia Li and Mercedes shit was dud.
I feel that. Ness, what was yours?
I'm in the middle. I gave it 5.5. I felt like it wasn't the best, but the main event saved it. In my opinion, the opener saved it, and the Raquel Gonzalez and Ember Moon.
That shit was mad random.
That was a good promo, though. We didn't mention that. That was a good promo.
Random, yo.
This team is mad random.
It is. I like them together, though.
No, yeah. It's just mad random.
Yo, if my man Tommaso is gonna go back to Psycho Killer, they need to give him some contact. So those baby blues, them shits is too good.
Oh my god, you got the ice cold eyes. He looks like he's about to stab you in your sleep. MVP time. There's not many. I'm gonna give it to Karrion Kross though, because I thought he looked strong. I thought they did good. I thought he had a good performance. So, how about you, Ness?
I gotta give props where it due. My MVP is Bronson Reed and MSK. Started the show off, retained their titles. I'm not a hater.
I am. Fuck those guys. Top guy. Top guy. Who's your MVP? Not MSK, but not MSK. I like MSK, but I like Gargano. I really like Gargano. Top guy.
I was almost going to be a troll and say William Regal. Because he was so involved with this pay-per-view and it came out with the Visine drop at the end. Epic shit. But I'm going to go, you know what? It is about, got to give Karrion Kross his due. Karrion Kross delivered in a match that had nothing but superb performers, all guys that has been in 4 3/4 to 5-star matches, and he held his own. He did his thing, and he retained in this crazy match. So I'm going to go with Karrion Kross here because he didn't lessen the match in any way, shape, or form.
Match of the night. I'm guessing unanimous.
Come on. Why are you asking me? There was only one match.
I'm obligated. I'm contractually obligated to ask.
The fuck? You know what? Match of the night was fucking Xia Li and Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, God. Sweet Jesus.
Come on, man. Fatal 5-way for everybody. I don't even know why you asking this shit.
Jabroni of the night. Not giving it to Cameron Grimes.
Come on. Why is it so hard?
I mean, I kind of want to give it to Pettingill for that shit on his chin. It really bothers me all night. I don't know why. It's just I have a real beard, bro. I don't got that shit on my chin. I'm gonna give it to I don't know at this point. You know what? We're gonna go with Ness.
If you want,
go ahead, Tom guy. You go.
What you brony tonight is motherfucking William Regal, yo.
Exactly.
I don't want to give it to him. I don't want to give it to him.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
He's gonna be involved in every fight breakup and don't touch no one. And then he ends the night after a powerful main event crying like a little bitch. Come on, kid. So much chaos for 7 years. I've never seen this much chaos. Maybe this brand needs change. Yes, we do need change. We do need change. And you need to be gone. You fucking least valuable player. You fucking jabroni. You fucking burger. Go ahead. Bounce.
Yeah, man. I ain't want to get
Yo, you couldn't even do the acting job right to have 2 tears? Like you had fucking 1?
He shed the Denzel tear. Come on.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo,
right, I guess I gotta give it to William Regal too, man. He has no fucking control of this shit.
Yeah, I've been giving William Regal the LVP for like the last 5 weeks. This is including like 4 episodes of NX3 tonight. He's just been the LVP. You got the inmates running the asylum. Where your nuts, Regal? Like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Josh, it's a hard fucking choice, man.
No, there was a lot
of whole roster.
There was a lot of choices.
Come on, man. And I don't want to give it to the obvious William Regal. And I'm high, so I'm trying to go through this people, and I couldn't come up with nothing, man. Fuck you.
Fuck off, Josh.
That's him back in the corner. That's him back in the corner. Like, fuck you.
That's my guy. Shout out to True Hill, Josh. That's our guy. Nick Jackson. JJ Stop. He's already dead.
Yeah. You was blacking out on Will Regal a little bit. I started feeling bad.
He left crying. Like, he's fucking leaving pay.
I mean, yeah, he looked like a bitch.
Crying.
Yeah.
He needs an all paid on a weekend in like Aruba or some shit. He could wake up and eat eggs.
He's a man. He's a real man's man, but he fucking crying. And he crying like a little bitch at the end of the pay-per-view.
Hey, it's 2021. That's real men now, apparently.
Also, real men cry at the end of at what it was supposed to be.
That shit was not successful. That's why he was crying. That was
a successful main event. If he was going to be crying, they tears
but the overall show.
Matches. After the first few matches, them tears should have been coming out. Not after that main event.
I'm definitely going with William Regal then. Ness, are you going with William Regal?
Hell yeah, I'm going with William Regal.
It's unanimous.
Right, bro.
It's unanimous. It's unanimous. We want to thank everybody at home watching along with us, at work, wherever you guys are at. We appreciate it. Another Roundtable review in the books. Top Guy, where can we find you at?
On Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_TopGuyJJ. On the YouTube channel, you can find me here on some roundtables with some of these fine gentlemen here and every single week on True Heel Heat with the commercial becoming SP3 and my lovely co-host Miss Chrissy Love. Yeah, I know he's probably watching somewhere in the background. You know, I'm gonna take my jabs whenever I can.
Take him while you can, while he can't debate you.
While he's still here, right? Before his motherfucking ass is filming SmackDown and shit.
Before you got to wake up in 3 hours and hop on another podcast. Ness, where can we find you at?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. Catch me right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. One half of Fusion of Honor. One man is Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Catch me on Blunt Impact and Joyce's Jabronis, my man Chris G, where we review Impact Wrestling. Catch me on NX3, once again, with Chris G, RAC, Romeo Anthony Colon, Roundtable Rebel, I'm on the Roundtables. And when we come back from break, you can hear my illustrious voice on True Toxicity.
I'm still waiting for the invite to True Toxicity, you fucking
bro. I told everybody. I told them.
We're on break.
We're on break. I'll let them know.
Fucking douchebag. I told y'all this shit like 7, 8, 9 months ago.
We got you.
We got you.
We gotta
get our
all it takes is a fucking tag inbox on your fucking messenger.
Hey, we do a lot of wrestling shit right now.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about some prior episodes and they were funny as fuck. But yes, we definitely have to get you in. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at True Hill Chris G. Always here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. NX3 Blunt Impact, as Ness said. You can find us here on the Roundtable. You can see the Impact Against All Odds review that we just dropped. You can follow True Hill Heat on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at True Hill Heat, of course. Hit that notification bell so you know when we drop a video. Drop a thumbs up. Don't cry like this fucking guy right here.
God damn
Denzel's here. Denzel's here.
Don't hit cry like a bitch. We gonna catch you. We gonna find you.
Don't cry in the comments. Don't cry in the comments. Drop us a comment. Don't cry in them because we'll get
We pulling the receipts if you crying like a little bitch.
Yes, we will. Share this video with whoever you can. I don't care if they can't even read. They don't understand wrestling. Just share it with them anyway. Don't care. Don't care. Just share it. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button. A lot of people watch our shit and you're not subscribed. It makes me angry on the inside. But you know what? Me and Mary Jane, we calm each other down and we're just straight. I'm not angry at you guys anymore. We appreciate everybody being with us for the Roundtable in Your House review. We will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Sucker.
Fucker.